Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Abba. Hello, Stone. Hello, Echo. Hello, hello, hello. How we all doing today? It's Sunday. Everybody's having a good weekend, good week. We're playing a short little puzzle game today. And to my knowledge, it seems like it's going to be very kind of similar to how Assembled with Care was. Similar concept, like you're uncleaning items, and then we unlock stories about it. So, gonna hope this game doesn't make me cry, like the last couple of short puzzle games I've played. But you never know. Yes, water, yes. The art style is already. This is what it's gonna be all the entire game. This is gonna be. Oh, we're not voiced. Okay. When I first think of my family home, the first things that come to mind are the glittering lake and the gently sloping hills. After walking through the bustling streets, over the hills, and along the lakeside, my house and its bright red roof soon came into view. Just at that screen, I could tell you were gonna cry. Oh no. I would chat with Mom and Dad as we passed through the front gate together, and the big lemon tree in the yard would always greet us. For someone like me who lacked courage, maybe all I needed was an excuse, no matter how small. A letter from my aunt was enough. Dear Adora, long time no see. How have you been? Are you doing all the things you've always wanted to do? It's been a while since I've heard from you. Come to think of it, the last time we saw each other was at Lily's funeral. I'm sorry to trouble you after all this time, but I can't find the necklace your mother gave me. I'm fairly certain that I left it at your house after one of my visits. I really thought I had it. I'd lost it for good, you know. I know it's a bit of a hassle, but could you send it to me? It should be in the attic. That's where Lily and I spent most of our time together when I was over. Thank you. Love, your aunt. Been a long time since I last came back. Should tidy up the place. I suppose now is the right time. For the time being, it's the least I can do. The key. Here it is. Rusted all over. I'll have to clean it before I can use it. Damn, it is rusted all over. Oh. Just like that. It comes out just like that, huh? I feel like this metal is entirely degraded, but okay. The last 2%. Okay, I guess that's good enough. Echoes of the past. Memories beneath the dust. When was the last time this place was cleaned? There's so much dust that I can barely breathe. I need to go to the attic and find that necklace. Huh? Why is it locked? Now that I think of it, I've hardly ever been into the attic. Mom was always the one in charge of it. Oh well, I need to clean the rest of the house anyway. The attic key should eventually turn up. Where should I even start? Well, you may. Yes, Abba. House key. It hasn't been used in a long time. After being neglected for so long, the house was so heavily laden and with dust that I needed a mask to breathe normally. I opened a window and started clearing out some of the dust. When it was cleaning day, I used to be in charge of the floors. Mom took care of the furniture, and Dad handled the windows and any tall places that were out of reach. If I closed my eyes, I could almost hear it all again. The sounds of Mom wiping down the furniture, Dad's humming. While cleaning the living room, I found a dust-covered photo frame on the shelf. Housed inside was our first family photo. How are you doing? I'm doing good. How are you doing? How many chapters? There's 16 chapters. Okay. When Dad had went to take our first family photo, Dad made me a peculiar suggestion. Well, it wasn't unusual for him to say or do something quirky. None of us saw it coming. Why don't we all wear animal costumes? It'll be Adora's first ever family photo. So let's make it special. A special and unforgettable experience. He pleaded like a giddy child, arms firmly wrapped around a large costume. Mom let out a deep sigh. Here we go again. It was massive. He really loved his jokes and pranks, a complete 180 from Mom. Man, the dust is really caked onto this. He never ended up wearing the costumes like he wanted to. Everything's like pixelized, so there's gonna be some of these where I'm not gonna be able to complete it by like 1 pixel of dust left. I guarantee it. What do the hints even do? What's the point of the hint? It said hint unlocked. I'm confused what the point of that is. Okay, at least I can wrap up at 99%. Honey, don't you think there's a reason why people take more traditional photos? Because they couldn't come up with anything creative? Are you serious? Can't we just take a normal picture? But, Adora, look at this. What a cute cat. So you're only trying to talk Adora into your plan now? Our very first family photo together. A seemingly ordinary picture with an amusing story behind it. And so ensued the battle between an unstoppable father and an immovable mother. As always, Mom won, leaving Dad with his shoulders hunched in defeat. While Mom was talking to the photographer, I snuck over to Dad and whispered, "Let's wear costumes next time." He only responded with a slight nod. When I looked at the photo afterward, I saw that he had given me bunny ears. Mom noticed shortly afterward, and gave Dad a light rap on the head. But the sheer dad-like triumph on his face sent us all into a fit of laughter. That's cute. Fitting appearance. When I was young, Mom often told me it was dangerous to go into the kitchen or attic alone. But the more someone told me not to do something, the more I wanted to do it. Fair. Real. So, one day, when Mom and Dad were out, I excitedly went into the kitchen to examine the cupboard that was just barely within reach. My heart was pounding as I opened the cupboard. There's so many beautiful porcelain teacups. I took out the one I thought was prettiest. Suddenly, the front door opened with a creak. Someone was back. The sound of porcelain breaking on the floor, the teacup had slipped out of my hands. The sharp sound of shattering porcelain froze me in my place. I heard Mom urgently calling my name. Once she came into the kitchen and saw what happened, her face froze. Oh, not the teacup. Her face was so pale and stern. I'd never seen her look like that before. I guess it got fixed though, because they, you know, taped it back together. Or glued it back together, rather. Not tape. Why would you tape porcelain back together? What am I saying? Oh yeah, because you can see all the cracks there. It was a family bonding moment that you put it back together, yes? I hope. What's a symbol? Oh, it must have some kind of meaning. Glorious. Still, that was doing fine for the meantime. That's good. That last 0.5 I need. Where is it? Aha! Right on the rim of the cup. I see. What happened to the rest of the handle, I wonder? Mom, I'm sorry. Didn't need to break it. Dora, are you okay? Are you hurt anywhere? Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I didn't listen to you. Even broke one of the teacups. Okay, Adora. Everything's okay as long as you aren't hurt. Porcelain teacup that is barely intact. One of Mom's most treasured possessions. You're giving me a big hug. She started to carefully gather the shards of the porcelain in silence. I still couldn't forget how she looked at the broken teacup. Next day, I secretly retrieved the shards from the trash and clumsily glued everything back together. Then I returned the fragile teacup to its place in the cupboard, hoping that Mom would feel better after seeing it. When Mom discovered the teacup later, she murmured, "This is a much more fitting appearance." I didn't understand why, but her smile looked bitter. Interesting. I mean, it's gotta be due to, like, this whoever, like, gave her the teacup. It must have been, like, a gift from somebody. Mom loved writing with fountain pens, no matter how long the letter or document. Whenever I asked if it was tiring to write so much by hand, she'd always say, "It's difficult, but it's worth it." Okay, you may hear this one. What would happen if the zebra gets married to a cow? What animal would we get? I don't know. I don't know. It'd be some kind of hybrid. A cobra? How does that work? Oh, I get it. That took me a second. I get it. That's a good one. Mom had a routine before writing. First, she would sit at her desk with perfect posture. Then she'd neatly lay out a fresh sheet of paper. Finally, she'd select one ink bottle from her collection and gracefully dip the nib of her exquisite fountain pen. I loved watching this process, so I used to quietly sit beside her whenever she took up her pen. Watching her fill empty sheets of paper with her handwriting imparted a special feeling I couldn't experience anywhere else. She had so many inkwells. Sometimes I'd spend half a day just looking at them all. I don't think she used this one very often. Why are we cleaning this specific one if it's not one she used very often, though? Glorious. It definitely was used because there's ink splotches on the sides of it. It's wild that the toothbrush is, like, more effective at cleaning off the dust than the sponge, I guess. Like, the other one covers more area, but this one is, like, it cleans things a little bit better. Right? That's just me. The ink is still like... I was like, what is that sound? The ink's still sloshing around in there. For some reason, I feel like... I don't know how much time has passed since, like... Or how long this dust had to accumulate, but it's like... Ink's gotta, like, go bad eventually, right? Or, like, it's gotta, like, coagulate a little bit. Is that a thing ink does? I don't use inkwells. So, maybe I'm just being dumb about that, but I don't know. Oh. What glows in the dark? Oh, is this like blue glow in the dark ink or something? Only in the darkest of night can you discover the star within. Lewis. That's a quote from Mom's favorite writer.
Hmm?
Why is it written on here? Because it's a limited edition ink. Dad and I were still a university student, so it took him a lot of hard work to buy it. Ah, I see. So she didn't use it very often because it's a limited edition and it's special. I see. I get it. But it looks new. Is it because you don't want to waste it? Dora, let me show you something. If you write with this ink and then turn it off the lights, can you see the words glowing? The darker the room is, the brighter the ink shines.
What?
Oh, wow. Oh, to Dora, Lily and Ash is his beloved daughter. Alright, you need to eat a variety of foods to grow big and strong. But I hate... What does that have anything to do with it? If you become brave enough to finish your carrots, I'll give you a fountain pen as a present. A special ink that glows in the dark. A quote from my famous writer is displayed on the label. I see. It's glowing ink. I adored fountain pens, so it was an irresistible offer. Mom looked into my awestruck eyes and said, "Do you know why I love fountain pens? Because you can learn about someone through their handwriting." Even if I wrote something without much thought behind it, I learned more about myself after reading those words. Gently closed the inkwell. For some reason, after that day, I never saw her use a fountain pen again. Interesting. What is that? Dad absolutely loved music. Whenever he could, he'd be humming or playing various instruments. He told me that he used to be in a children's choir and that he had joined a band during his university days. Whenever he returned home from work, he'd sing a little song he composed titled "Dad Loves Coming Home." Mom would always warn him about disturbing the neighbors, but she could never mask her smile. Thanks to Dad, music enriched every dimension of our lives. It's a turtle. It's a turtle. The first line always made me laugh. What was it again? You can't hold me back, I'm free. No one can ever stop me. Was that it? That's cute. Turtle. Oh, it's a blue turtle. Look at that turtle. It's a musical turtle. Gosh. so much fish from seafood. Hello, seafood. What is all this stuff growing on it? That's so concerning. Are we not concerned about why there's stuff growing on it? This is more than just dust. Okay. The head. Guess it's like a turtle flute. Forgot its tootsies. Its teeth. I wonder what I missed, but... Cool. Dora, I'm done. After my hit single Dad Loves Coming Home, my newest release is Dad Loves the Weekend. Dad, you sure you're not a kid too? You got me. Since I secrets out, how about a song? Where'd I put my ocarina? Dad, if you love music so much, why do you become an accountant? Music and accounting are completely different. That's a good question, Adora. You see, I love music, but it doesn't mean that I can live without it. But that doesn't mean that I can't live without it. On the other hand, I get itchy if I don't work with numbers for even a single day. To achieve happiness, it's not about doing what you want. It's about doing what you can't live without. When you find something like that, you'll understand exactly how I feel. A cute turtle-shaped ocarina. My dad often played his own songs on it. Oh, hydrate. Thank you, Michael. Captions, Michael? Hello? What? That's not what I said. Dad then started to joyfully play his ocarina. His face was that of a man who had everything he needed to be happy. I suddenly grew curious and asked, then what can't you live without? Replied Lily and Adora. That's why I'm the happiest man in the world. Then he declared that his next song would be named Dad is Super Duper Happy. Despite my laughter, I couldn't wait to hear the next release in his Dad series. I often found myself humming his songs, and his words stayed with me. Would I also find something that I couldn't live without? Is it a piggy bank? Do I have a piggy bank next? Or is it a kitty? I think it might be a piggy bank and it's also it's like a kitty. Oh no, this is based off of a real cat. This is gonna make me sad, isn't it? Oh no. This is gonna make me sad, isn't it? We're not even halfway through the game, guys. Could we not? One day on our way home, we came across a cute kitten crying by its lonesome. I couldn't bear to leave it there by itself. So I begged my parents to let me bring it back with us. Without hesitation, Dad started brainstorming ways to lure the kitten. Should we get some food as bait? How about foxtail grass? Maybe a cardboard box? The tears are coming, I know. Dad and I excitedly exchanged ideas, but after a few minutes, we realized that Mom hadn't said a single word. Dad really had the heart of a child. Instead of stopping me, he joined right in. Oh, it's a plushie. Or wait, no, is it a cat toy? Is that a plushie or is it a cat toy? It squeaks, so I'm assuming it's a cat toy. When I tap it, it squeaks. So it's gotta be like a toy of something. Well, like a cat toy. Even after we clean it, let's probably never give this to a kitty again. Because I feel like there's gotta be something that's soaked in through the fabric that is not safe for a kitty to have contact with. I'm so scared to finish this one. It's gonna... I feel like if this is a cat toy, it's gonna... They're gonna talk about how the cat died or something, and I'm gonna be upset. I missed. Okay. A discreet apology, alright. I don't think we're ready to own a cat. We don't know how to properly care for one, and we don't have any cat food or supplies. How can we care for it if we can't and fulfill its needs? But, Lily, aren't you being a bit too serious? Of course, having a pet is a huge responsibility. But Adora can learn how to be irresponsible by taking care of it. And we can buy whatever supplies we need. What if its mother is still around? We might be taking a child from its parent. It could have been abandoned. That isn't something we know for sure. No means no, Adora. You can't just leave the cat there, though. Much fit. A striped cat plushie. It's soft and makes cute sounds when you squeeze it. So it is just a plushie, so it's not a cat toy. Did you just leave the cat there? You just left... Okay. I have some words for this mom just leaving this stray cat there. You didn't even take it to the vet or make sure it got cared for or anything. Or anything. Just left it on the street. Yeah. I mean, I get the idea of, like, oh, its mother might still be around. We don't want to take it from its mom. But if its mom is not right next to it, then... Especially at the age that it looks. That it looked in the drawing. It's like, the mom probably would have abandoned the baby by then. Like... So that's, like, past, like, needing the mother's milk by then. I'm just saying. I would have taken the kitty in. Take better care of your child if you don't want the child, the kitty, taken in by humans. That's all I'm saying. And you know what? If the mom comes back looking for her kid, then take the mom in too. That's how you do that. I don't know. I just could never leave the cat there on the side of the road without, like, making sure there is somewhere safe for the cat to be. I just could never imagine that. I was so upset that after we'd returned home, I slammed my door shut and refused to leave my room. That evening, Dad came over and gave me a stuffed animal. It was soft, fluffy, and it looked like the kitten from before. Mom bought this for you, but she didn't know how to give it to you. The softness of the plushie emulsified the sadness in my heart. A few days later, I saw the same kitten at the same spot. This time, though, it was a mother cat with a matching coat. Its mother. Mom was right. If we had taken the kitty home, I couldn't help but feel ashamed. Okay, well, come on now. Now you're making me feel like a monster. They're still stray kitties, though. They are still stray kitties, though. Like, mother and child are not. Like, they're still on the street. People a family. Exactly. My hometown was always too warm for snow. If any snow did happen to fall, it would melt as soon as it touched the ground. Things like snowball fights and snowmen only existed in TV shows and fiction. Some of my childhood wishes included leaving footprints in fresh white snow, making snow angels, building a huge snowman. When we finally had time for a family trip, I begged to go somewhere with an abundance of snow. That's how we ended up having a snowy vacation. Thanks to that, I got to check off a lot of things on my bucket list. Okay, like multiple layers of dust on this one. Oh, I didn't even notice the cloth. That makes this a lot easier. Oh, I get it. I use this and then go in with the cloth. Cloth is better for the glass surface of the snow globe too. Has that been there for the last couple levels and I just didn't notice it in the corner? Get rid of specs. Heck. I can get 100% on this one. Yay! Yeah, the snow crunches when you step on it. And when you lie down, it's so soft and fluffy. See, then I want to lie down too. Huh, you're right, Adora. It is really soft. Saw on TV that if you wave your arms and legs like this, you can make a huge snow angel. How about we make some big snow angels to watch over our family? Oh, that just got sad. Okay. Marshmallows are ready. You better eat first or you won't have enough energy to play. A snow globe we purchased on a family trip. It evokes many happy memories. We made giant snow angels, built snowmen, and had an all-out snowball fight with no regard for how snow-crusted our clothes became. And after it grew dark, we gathered around the fireplace and drank sweet cocoa. As the comforting warmth of the fire lulled me to sleep, I could hear Dad humming and Mom turning the pages of her book. On our way home, we bought a snow globe to commemorate all the wonderful memories from our vacation. However, since some time ago, I had deliberately hid the snow globe out of sight. The warm memories became a source of agony. They reminded me of the days I could never return to. Oh. Oh, that's just sad. Chapter 2. Okay. Frozen time. Oh, we have a stopwatch now. Or a pocket watch. I'd hoped to find the attic key in the living room, but it didn't turn up. I decided to search my room next. It looked exactly as it did on the day I left home. Only the thick layer of dust on everything indicated any passage of time. My focus was drawn to my desk, where Dad's pocket watch lay. There used to be a time when its cogs still turned and its soft ticking could still be heard. When Mom gave Dad this pocket watch, Dad was delighted with the engraved design, a lily, just like Mom's name. Wherever Dad went, so did the pocket watch. Aww. Shortly after I started high school, the pocket watch fell silent for good. Aww. What are you doing? Are you still cracking jokes over there? I don't want to think that I'm doing well. Oh. Oh no. Don't do this to me right now. Let's at least get to the attic before you start making me cry. Let's not. This is another Carol special game. You know, I know that the Carol special is the puzzle games that make me cry, but can we not? So, I mean, we started this game, so her mom's passed away. Her dad's still alive. This hurts more. Her dad's, like, not. Ugh. Oh, it's broken. Happened to it? Why is it broken? Let's say. Etched in heart. Oh. Oh. Uh. Frozen time. Dora, how many times have I told you to not call the office directly? You're usually back by now and I couldn't get in touch with you. Oh, I'm sorry. I got caught up in work and completely lost track of time. I'll make sure to check my phone more often from now on, but please, text instead of call. Alright. Oh yeah, Mom, I was cleaning my room earlier and I found the cassette player Dad gave me. Sorry, Dora, but I still have a lot of work to do. So don't wait for me, and make sure you don't go to bed too late. Mom, wait, Oh... Broken pocket watch. Its time remains internally frozen, just like my family's. Ugh. Ugh. I desperately needed Mom, but she threw herself into work as if she wanted to forget Dad. And maybe all of us. Days passed and we barely spoke to or even saw each other. I kept telling myself that I had to try and understand her. Cat has too much hair. God damn it, Storm! Hi, Storm, but god damn it! It was so long ago, too. It was this minute! It took me like maybe 30 seconds to realize. Ah! The game is... I'm playing another sad game. I kept telling myself that I had to try and understand her, that she was raising me all by herself now. My grief and sorrow grew nearly unbearable as they rendered my night sleepless. Things would have been much easier if I had just blamed her. Then the bald cat is appropriate. So her dad did pass away, so she has no parents left. Ugh. Ugh. You know, this aunt that just like, sent her over here just to find her necklace, this aunt should go over here and do it her damn self. Yet, whenever I saw Mom so exhausted and fatigued, sadness came before anger. I hated her for leaving me alone, but at the same time, it pained me to see her eroding away. As much as I longed for her comfort, I wanted to comfort her, too. Ugh. When I couldn't stand the silence in the house, I would listen to Dad's tapes. Listening to those songs made me feel like he was right there beside me. One day, I heard a composer tell his story on the radio show. When I was a kid, my father used to hum songs he had wrote himself, so I became interested in music. I hardly saw him after my parents divorced, but whenever I sang his songs, I felt like I was back in those happy childhood days. That's how I started composing. For me, it's a way of bringing comfort not only to me, but to others in similar circumstances. I could see myself in his story, and his song resonated with me. Naturally, I admired him. Finally, I understood what Dad had meant. I wanted to tell him that I found something I couldn't live without doing. I found a part-time job and started saving money for a composing tool. When Mom asked about it, I thought she was finally taking some interest in my life. Oh no. And she's gonna tell you to stop because you're reminding me of your father and it's gonna mess me up, so I'm not gonna let you... You think it still works? Should I turn it on now? Let's clean it first. Is this like a recording tool? Like a recorder? Go away for a second, the cat is now bald. Yes, because Storm got here and stole my wig. Because that's what they do. The cat's true form, it is not! It does not! Wigs only hide the truth. It's your true form. Okay. It's like a sound pad, I think. Yeah, look, kind of looks like it. It's like it's either like a sound pad or a recording device, maybe both. Oh yeah, it like makes drum sounds. It is kind of like a soundboard. It looks like. Ah. Little crevices in the switch. I missed it. What I found in the darkness. Mom, you're late again. You must be exhausted. Yes, a little. How was your day? Or what are all those things? These, an MIDI controller, a microphone, they're tools for composing. By composing, do you mean composing music? Uh-huh. I started making songs little by little, and I got a part-time job to buy these tools myself. Wait, Adora, a part-time job? You started working just for a hobby? What's the problem with that? Sorry. As a minor, when you're still like, when you're just getting to the age of being able to work, why is it a bad thing to start a job for a hobby? Explain your reasoning, Mother. Why is that a bad thing? Dora, you need to be studying hard for your future right now. Don't waste your time on things like that, and quit your part-time job, too. First piece of music equipment I ever bought with my own money. Look, I understand the studying to pass school. I understand that, but it's like, you can't just cram in school and not have any hobby, because that makes you go insane. Like, you need to have some fun in your life. I wanted to tell her that it wasn't just a hobby, that I was serious. Before I could say anything, Mom said she was tired and headed towards her room. My words were met with the sound of her door closing shut. I was left alone in an all too familiar silence. I was angry at Mom for not listening to my words, but I kept trying to understand her, that she might change if I showed her how serious I was. Much like how music comforted me, I wanted Mom to feel comforted too, and if possible, with a song of my own creation. After that day, I spent every spare moment composing. Not only was it my first song, but it was a song for Mom. When I felt that I had poured enough of my heart into it, I recorded my song onto a cassette tape. I fervently hoped that it would bring her some comfort. And if I couldn't fully convince her, if I could at least help her feel a little better. When Mom came back home, exhausted as usual, I nervously handed her the tape. Oh, don't tell me that Mom, like, did something horrible to the tape or something. I'm gonna be so upset if she did. Being like, still, why are you wasting your time on this? I get the parents... I get it from the sense of you want your child to succeed and not get distracted on things like this, but your child, you should encourage a creative hobby like this. Creative hobbies are always something you should, you know, encourage, I feel like. I thought if Mom listened to it, she would understand how serious I was. But let me guess, she listened to it and it went horribly wrong. How much in disarray was your house left in to where there's like flowers and algae growing on your cassette player and other things in your house? I feel like this needs to be a deeper concern than you're making it, Adora. Like, was this house foreclosed? How are you still in ownership of it? Because this is more than just an abandoned house that collected dust at this point. Alright, let's go clean the outside good, and then we'll open it up and clean the inside. Yeah, because there's even flowers growing on the inside of it. How does something like this happen? At least the inside might smell nice. I guess, but it's like... I feel like there should be concerns of why there's nature noises. But it's like, why are the items in this house growing moss and flowers? Like, this is more than just dust. Like, yeah, at least for cleaning things, but it's like, also, how much in disrepair has this house fallen into that the items are able to do this untouched and inside a house? Where? There's gunk in between the button. Surely that's it. That can't be the only place I'm missing. I was like still like 6% left to clean. This one might be the one that drives me crazy. Ah! Edge! How foolish! So foolish was I to ignore such a thing. You composed this yourself? Yeah, the melody came to me first, so I started with that. I'm still working on the lyrics. Oh, and there's another one I'm preparing for a competition. The theme is... Hold up, Adora. Didn't I tell you last time, you need to focus on your studies? Mom, I know it might seem like only a hobby right now. But please, can you at least try listening? Dora, do you even hear what you're saying? How can you waste your time on this instead of studying for your future? I'm tired, so let's talk another time. Another time? When's that gonna be? When would you quit your job? As if that'll happen. Dora, I'm saying this for your sake. Serious about becoming a composer. I want to make it so you don't have to worry about money anymore. And people said I'm pretty talented, so... Adora, I said no. Don't even think about it. Right now, you may feel like you're special. Talented? There's no word more meaningless. God damn, Mom! Chill out! Talented? There's no word more meaningless. Wow. Wow! Chill out! Chill out! Don't get carried away because of a mere compliment. Praise proves absolutely nothing. God damn! And wanting the approval of her mom, she probably quit everything and put it down because she wanted her mom is the only parent she has left. Dad's cassette player, despite how old it is, it can still play tapes. Why was she so angry? Was she more tired than usual? Even now, I still don't know why my mom reacted so explosively. I never expected her to yell at me like that. Her fury left me speechless. While I was stunned, she tore the tape from my hands and threw it in the trash. Without so much as a backwards glance, she said, "Stop wasting your time on worthless things like this." Oh my god. What she threw away wasn't only a cassette tape. Therein was the piece of my heart that held my drive to comfort Mom, despite the loneliness after Dad's passing. Even if hating her was the easiest path, I didn't give up trying to understand her. But at that moment, when my heart was equated to trash, I felt something disappear from inside me. After Mom's rage quelled and the silence fell once again, I finally gave up trying to understand her. Wow. The right to hurt. Oh, it's a record player. The music box was the last present I ever received from Dad. Whenever I felt lonely, I would wind it up and talk to him as if he were right beside me. Dad, if you were still here, you would have supported me, right? Mom doesn't understand what it's like to have a dream. To have something you can't live without. All she wants to do is fit into the mold. That's probably the only kind of life she knows. I cried for a long time, pouring out my anguish. Listening to the music box play, I felt like Dad was sitting right next to me. After that day, I stopped waiting for Mom. I didn't even want to talk to her want her to talk to me anymore. I had nothing to say to her. I had to wait for it to recharge. Mm-hmm. A bigger one. Oh, you know, there's gonna be like gunk underneath the record on here, huh? I'm gonna take that off and get what's underneath. Mm-hmm. Okay. Get that. I think I got the frame mostly. Also, Rogue, you're doing well, Bald. Of course you did. Damn, this thing is so big. I feel like I've been sitting here for a while and it's like we're only 63% into it. Oh, that's why. I thought I'd have to remove the record at the top. No, it's just growing flowers inside of it. Oh, and it's personalized to Dora. Be careful, there might be a powerful energy inside it. What do you mean? Little specks of everything I missed. The right to hurt. Wow. Dora, can we talk for a minute? Busy right now. Sorry for how I acted. I must have been tired, so I got emotional. Yes. But it was for your sake, Adora. I don't want you to suffer. Right now, things may seem fun and exciting. You might think that the road ahead will be easy. Someday you'll understand. For now, it would be better if you focused on your studies and kept composing as a hobby. Now I get why you're saying these things. You've never had anything you truly wanted to do, have you? All you've ever done is live by other people's standards. That's why you don't understand how serious I am. That's what it's like to have something you can't live without. And what it's like to have something you can't live without. If Dad were here, he would have understood me. At least he wouldn't have thrown away my tape like that. He wasn't anything like you. I deliberately chose the words that would hurt her the most. I thought that I had the right to, since she was the one who hurt me first. Mom said nothing during my verbal onslaught. Her silence only fueled my rage, so my words became harsher, crueler, more vicious. Mom quietly took my wrath. After the room fell silent, she left without a single word. Left alone, I picked up the music box and said to myself, it's okay, that was nothing compared to what she said to me. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick break and then we will continue and finish up this game. I'll be right back! We Aiko is fighting for first place fish today, huh? Hey, hello, I'm back. Nobody died, right? Nobody died. Good. All right. Next cleaning. Let's do it. It was a peaceful weekend afternoon. I had started to doze off after putting stickers all over Dad's camera. Oh, this is get back because she's younger here. Back in time. In my half-awake state, I could faintly make out Mom and Dad's voices as they quietly talked. I wanted to keep listening to the conversation, but before long, I fell asleep. Dad used to take pictures of me and Mom whenever he could. Looks like it still might work if I charge it. I tried turning it on after cleaning it. Well, that's one of the stickers. I wonder if it's like a digital... Is it like a digital camera that stored the photos? Aha. Hmm. Ah. Man, there's dust everywhere. Radiant dream. Dora, did you finish your homework? Shh. She fell asleep after playing with the camera again. She really does love it. She's interested in so many things, like music and writing. I guess the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, huh? I only hope that she doesn't become like me. Then why later were you trying to make her become like you? You should have encouraged her creative hobby. You still have regrets about back then? You know, I thought you were so, oh, beautifully radiant. It's all in the past now. I was naive and foolishly chasing what was only a dream. Now, I'm awake and I live in reality. Let's not talk about this anymore, alright? Alright. A now discontinued digital camera. It is decorated with stickers that I had stuck on as a child. The camera contained a recording that I had never seen before. I pressed the record button while I was asleep. The slanted video captured a long conversation between Mom and Dad. I found it so difficult to understand. The mom I knew had always seemed so ordinary. Suddenly, I realized that perhaps the words I had so aggressively thrown at her that day meant more than I had thought. That moment kept playing over and over in my mind. How silently she stood before my anger. How silently she had left my room, followed only by the sound of a door closing. Where that dream now resides. Oh, did she want to be like a writer or something? Hello, Carol. How is Froggy? Hot. Is it hot or is it? It's 100 Fahrenheit out today. Oh my god. Go inside and put ice on your face. Oh my god, don't go outside. What the hell? That's horrible. It hasn't been that warm here in like ages, and I am grateful for that. Ice on face or use the temperature as an excuse to go get ice cream. That's the only thing hot temperatures like that are good for, is an excuse to get ice cream. I have ice creams, hell yeah. Only Mom's room was left. Holding the old doorknob, I felt as if I were about to meet Mom herself after all this time. Her room was filled with boxes, all neatly labeled and sorted by purpose. Somehow, it seemed like she knew she wouldn't be coming back. One box in particular caught my attention. 38C for those in other countries. Things I couldn't throw away. This box contained many trophies that I had never seen before. Where did she get all these from? Really don't know anything about Mom. I'm sorry, Echo. Technically... Technically, Modfish doesn't count. So even if you came in second place behind it in Kiro, you still would have won. So now we kiss the golden crown. It's mine. Unless on the rare day that the horrible frog of Eep smites the frog, smites Carol like it did yesterday. The horrendous frog of Eep. No way. Oh, the cloth. Duh! I forgot I had the cloth. I need all the fishes. All the fishes are mine. Ah, we have the true fish war happening in chat today. Dad, what's that? A trophy? Yep, I got this for winning first place in a math competition. Cool, huh? Whoa, does Mom know? Well, there's no way you wouldn't show her something this cool. Of course she knows. I bragged about it all the time. But then she'd look at me with that sullen look and bring the box. The box? Adora, how about a snack? We have cheesecake. Dad, don't change the subject. Why didn't her mom want Adora to know about all of her past accomplishments? What box? Probably the box that all these trophies were in. Because her dad panics because her mom doesn't want her kid to know about all of her accomplishments. For some fucking reason. Trophy I'd never seen before. Writing competition, first place, Lily Mayer. What's in the box? What's in the goddamn box? This was the box that Dad had mentioned. I took out a few trophies and read their plates. School writing competition winner. Youth short story competition excellence award. Novel contest, first place, all for Lily Mayer. These accolades demonstrated how much she had achieved, and they were proof of the dream Mom once had. She was talented enough to win all these awards. Why didn't she pursue writing as a career? And why did she stop me from chasing my dreams so badly? One after another, thoughts endlessly flowed through my mind. Oh, and she has a typewriter too. Things were never the same after Mom threw away my cassette tape. I couldn't pretend that nothing had happened. This animosity persisted after high school, as I left home to study music at a distant university. I told myself I wouldn't call her until I had succeeded. Back then, I believed that once I graduated university, success would easily find its way to me. However, just as Mom had warned, the world was much colder than I had thought. Awards and words of praise became more and more meaningless. The further I drifted from success, the more I avoided calling Mom. I could already hear what she'd say. That's why I told you to stop. I told you it'd be a waste of time. I wasn't ready to hear those words to my face, even after I had to change my phone number. I couldn't bring myself to call her. After some time, I received an unexpected call from my aunt. Mom had passed away. Man. She just ran away at age, slowly realizing her mom was right, and... Well, I wouldn't say her mom was right. I think her mom could have gone about it a different way, but man, she left her university and never saw her mom again. Ow. God damn. Ugh. I thought I'd be able to call her anytime I wanted. But I didn't have the courage to. That would mean I'd have to admit that she was right all along. Ugh. Okay, let's see how we did. I feel like I need the air duster for a lot of this. There's a lot of little crevices I can't get to. Okay. Are you leaving? If I don't go now, I'll be late for my flight. You have a lot of luggage. I'll drive you to the airport. Fine, I know you're busy. I'll be going now. Dora. Oh, stretch. Thank you, Aiko. Ah. Typewriter that looks like a prop from a black and white film. It seems that Mom typed her stories on it. Come to think of it, that was the last conversation we ever had. I left without looking back, determined to return only when I had succeeded. I wanted to prove Mom wrong. But that door I shut so firmly never opened again. I opened the drawer at the bottom of the typewriter. Inside were sheets of paper and the attic key. Most of the papers were stories that Mom had written. The rest seemed to be contracts. Among the papers, there were a few letters that began with the salutation, "Dear Miss Lily Mayer." I picked up a letter that was filled with writing. "Dear Miss Lily Mayer, it's been some time since I last penned a letter to you. I recall in your previous letters that you had been a fan of mine for some time now. Wanted to let you know that I'd read the story you sent it this time as well. Please understand that I say this for your sake. I have read your works for a long time now. They lack any aspect of exceptionality. Certainly, you can make a livelihood out of your writing, but I doubt that standard alone would be satisfactory to you. Understand your desire to be a writer. However, discretion is sometimes the better part of valor. I believe that your time would be better spent in another field of work. I truly apologize for conveying these words much too late. Oh, and this is a letter sent by the writer she admired so much. No fucking wonder she didn't want her daughter chasing her own dreams. Because she didn't want her daughter to be crushed like this. Oh my god, this dude sucks. He ruined her mother's life. Wow. No shit her mom acted like the way she did. That makes so much more sense now. Lewis was the name of Mom's favorite writer. The writer she admired, the one who might have even inspired her to pursue writing. I couldn't begin to imagine how I'd feel if someone I respected told me to give up. I imagined Mom opening the letter, hoping to find praise or encouragement. But the further she read, the greater the despair on her face. Wow. If a composer I admired said the same to me, I wouldn't have been able to take it either. Yeah, I don't... Wow. Wow. Yeah, I was like... How am I supposed to get in there? Ugh, damn. Oh. All up in the crevices down here. I completely missed that. Damn, but knowing all this, her aunt has got to know this. Wild that she's again back here just for her aunt's necklace. Like, did they have no other family to, like, take care of their place after they died? Or, like, the hell? I have so many problems with how this shit was handled. Call recorded on February 19th. Think I'll be admitted to the hospital soon. Can you help me tidy up the house? Please, I don't have anyone else I can ask to do this. Lily, don't say that. I still have the spare key, so I'll go by when I have time. Thank you. Before you come, I'll put away things like trophies. Strange, isn't it? Back then, I was so desperate to forget everything. But when I was cleaning the house and saw my typewriter and all those trophies, I remembered the days when I wrote so happily. Why do we only realize how precious something is after we lose it? Writing and Adora. Lily, have you called Adora? I tried calling her 2 days ago, but she didn't answer. Maybe she changed her number. Left a voicemail, but I'm not sure if she heard it. If I were brave enough to call her sooner, why would we still be in touch right now? Back then, I thought the best thing to do was give her time. Landline phone. Calling a specific date, you can hear the recordings from that day. That call was between my mom and my aunt. From her voice and coughing, I could hear how difficult it was for Mom to talk. After I left home, my pride and drive to prove myself held me back from contacting Mom. All this time, I never once thought about how Mom must have felt. I didn't think that she would regret what she had done, nor did I know that she had called me. If I had just called her when I changed my number. Ugh. The final thing is the attic key. As I looked at the old attic key that I found in Mom's typewriter, it reminded me of the excuse that brought me back home. Finding my aunt's necklace. Maybe she knew everything and sent me here on purpose. I held the rusted key in my hand. It felt so cold and hard, but somehow also warm. I gotta go sleep. Okay. Good night, Aiko. As they cleaned the key, Mom and Auntie's conversation continued. I felt like I was looking at myself. When Adora said that someone had called her talented, it was just like my young, naive self. It was too painful to see her talking with those bright eyes full of hope. At that moment, I wasn't looking at Adora, but rather the child I used to be. Man. This also, like, begs the question, actually. If the aunt knew Adora's new number to call her when her mom passed away, why wouldn't the aunt give the mom her number? So the mom could at least attempt to contact Adora. That seems a little messed up. Or maybe she thought she was doing something right. I don't know. Got a key that I found inside the typewriter. What will I find in the attic? The key to victory. The recording ended with a violent cough from Mom. My love stunned, my heart painfully heavy. After some time, I collected myself and headed to the attic with the key in tow. The attic had always been Mom's private space. When I snuck in as a child, it looked more like a storage room than somewhere fun. I often wondered why Mom liked using it. Oh, as if to answer that question from my childhood, I found an old desk and chair in one corner of the room. On the desk laid a necklace and a dusty journal with an all too familiar name. If I never came back to this house and cleaned it, if I had left those mementos undisturbed beneath the dust, I would have never learned about Mom's true feelings. I had a feeling that this diary had been in waiting here all this time, just for me. I carefully brushed away the thick dust and opened it. That day, when Adora handed me her tape with such excitement on her face, I could see the hope in her eyes. That innocent face, certain she could realize her dream. I knew that face well. I was afraid that she would curse her wasted years and regret everything. I need to stop this now. For her sake, I chose to be harsh. I believed that her hating me was the lesser of two evils. When I started to tidy up Adora's belongings, I was able to see the remnants of her dreams in my hands. Through them, I could feel her sorrows and joys. That was when I looked back on my past. My younger self, who I had thought naive and foolish, was shining as brilliantly as those traces of Adora. I wanted to tell her my true feelings, but I can't reach her anymore. All I can do is wait. I hope you return one day so I can tell you this. Adora, it was thanks to you that I was able to face myself again. Even though I was ashamed of my past, I was happy to see a part of myself in you. I had hurt you so bravely, yet you brought me comfort. I should have said this to you sooner. No matter what path you choose to walk, no matter how you live your life, I will always love and support you. Oh, and the tape is still there. Mom's diary ended there. After closing it, I noticed a letter laying on the corner of the desk. There was also something I thought I'd never see again, the cassette tape that I'd recorded my first song on. I put the tape into this cassette player and opened the envelope. The letter inside contained lyrics which seemed to accompany my song. I slowly recited Mom's lyrics. My novice melody and her poetic verses complemented each other well. The song is really kissing the brick. The song is really kissing the brick before throwing it at us, right? My novice melody and her poetic verses complemented each other well, as if they had always been together from the very start. What would you do to see those lost birds once again? Looking above, your eyes danced with the dawning sky, gleaming with hope. They were clear as crystal. Was it me who dusted everything? Right in my dream, you're singing to the moon and stars, even lighting up my room behind you. That's it.
What would you do to see?
Oh, and there's the actual song is being sung.
What can I do to hear them sing? Would you walk through me those wide, or search through lonely streams? If there's any chance to see them once again. Looking above, your eyes dance with a dawning sky, gleaming with hope. They were clear as crystal. Was it me who dusted everything right in my dream? You're singing to the moon and stars. Even
I'm not gonna cry to this one, but ow. Ow, ow.
Will you be back to see your lemon trees in bloom? Will you be there to hold my hand? And
Was this a Carol game? Yes, it was a Carol game. This was another Carol special.
Crowded street. If you have some time to see me once again. Looking above, your eyes dance with a dawning sky, gleaming with hope. They were clear as crystal. Was it me who dusted everything bright in my dream? You're singing to the moon and stars, even lighting up my room behind you.
Sorry. It's a Carol game. Hey, it's not that bad. Hey, I didn't cry this time, but ow. I didn't cry this time, but like, ow. Oh, not the mob behind her at the end. No. What the fuck? Now I might cry. Ah. Ow. What the fuck? Ah. Now I'm crying. What the fuck? And it's on the title screen too. Ugh! I'm good. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm good. Okay. Now that we're all well and sad, let's go right out to something happier. Great game, but fucking ow. Ow. That was an amazing story, though. I love that. It was great. New Persona game announced. Another one? Ah! I still have I haven't even finished Royal, and I still have P4 Golden and P3 Reload to play. Ah! There's only the teaser or trailer, so I gotta still have like 2-3 years before it comes out. Yeah, but I've been playing Royal for over a year. So, and that's still probably going to take me quite a bit of time to finish. At least a couple more, like a month or a few more months, I would assume. Okay. We're gonna raid Galley. You've got like 2 streams left for Royal. Wait, really? I honestly thought I would have longer than that. Huh. Okay. Yay, go be nice to Galley. I will see you guys probably for more Hollow Knight on Tuesday. And then we're going back to the normal 4-day normal 4-day streaming schedule next week. Normal shorts Tuesday stream, all of that stuff. Schedule will be out tomorrow. And I will see you guys. I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.